I've said it time and time again. This is how they get you. Man, they let Spin, Detail, and Rolling Stone and all these other magazines that used to be the enemy of hip hop. They wouldn't even let rap artists grace the cover of Rolling Stone. Y'all don't remember that. Nobody remembers this. Now it seems like a foregone conclusion. Now these guys are the face of hip hop. All these magazines and people are like, well, they're a magazine. So everything you read in a magazine is true. Okay, I get it. So Star Magazine got Jennifer Aniston pregnant every year. She has never had a child. But every year she's pregnant. She's having a baby. Every year Kim and Kanye is getting a divorce. Every year there's trouble with Jay-Z and Beyonce. Every year. Every year. I guess they're going to be right one of these years, right? Well, they finally got Brad and Angelina right. After what, 12 years of being together? They got it right. They told you they was breaking up. I mean, listen. They're writers. They have no people on the inside. They know assistants, production assistants, and whatever that assistant can get to them, or they want to put out in press release, that's what they know. They don't know the DJs. They don't know the A&Rs. Too much. They know some of the A&Rs, but they don't know the people that are in the room, who's making them songs, the producers. They're not really dealing with them hands-on. You know the guys that hire and book them to do the shows. All these people are black. All these dudes are from the hood. All these guys that was poor and black that's rolling with them, that they're taking care of, they're there 24/7. The DJs are all there. You know all of them. But yet, they don't know their information. But if it comes out on Complex, they do. You see how y'all brains think? I was livid when I saw that. Nobody batted an eye. Everybody just took it at face value. Not saying what they even put out was wrong. It's the fact that y'all didn't even question it. That had me irate. I was mad. So I will definitely no longer be feeling that question. Now, let's get to Kanye West. Let's talk about Ye. Now, is anybody aware that, like, I had a video before this, and I stated that Kanye West was definitely being used to look like he's crazy. And they're going to emphasize that more and more using Beyonce's PR team and Jay's PR team. They're going to say, oh, poor Kim. She has to, with all her ordeals she's going through, she's got to deal with Kanye. I'm like, wow. She went from being a girl who had slept with the entire Hollywood industry to being poor Kim. You know, girls made sex tape to get famous. It went from that to poor Kim. A girl that they didn't even really want sitting or dealing with Beyonce, who they don't even deal with, but now it's poor Kim. Like Ye said, y'all wouldn't even bring y'all kids over to come play with the kids. Why not? It's not like y'all live far away. But it's poor Kim. She has to deal with crazy Kanye. You know? So Where is this coming from? See, there's a lot of things that Kanye has done behind the scenes in helping creating songs that he wasn't even on because of his creative look and how he perceived things to go and what to be like. His creativity is his curse because a lot of people don't see the vision. They just like, well, I'm trusting in him because the man's a genius. And that's how Jay look at it. But do people realize Kanye West turned down a multi-million-dollar Apple deal, which was upwards of 50 to 100 million? Now, we don't know if that was a catalog deal, which most likely is probably one of his catalog deals, and a partnership with Apple, whom Kanye still have good relationships with people over there. They want Kanye over there. And it would have put him at a very large scale on the platform. But Jay, because this is Jay's baby, TIDAL is his idea. He said, man, follow me on this. Stand with me on this. All the artists come together. We going to own our own music. We going to all come together and we'll all be partners. Ye owns 3%. Everybody owns like 3%. Checks have been coming in slow. The money has been coming in slow. Kanye album didn't get a chance to do what it was supposed to do. Now everything's a mess. Everything's a mess. I look at this situation growing to be a bigger problem than what people look at. People think that, oh, it's going to be solved with another conversation. I just don't think so this time. This time I think it's more of a personal touch. Because Ye's going through it. And that's what Jay's thing is. Well, Ye's got problems right now. Ye has problems because it's like the syndrome he comes from. He doesn't look at things financially. Where he could have made the safe move to protect himself, he makes the artistic, creative move every time. And Kanye's in debt, but there's good debt and bad debt. Okay, when you're investing in something and you're probably in debt because you're investing the money, we're looking for a long-term payout, then yeah, you could see it. Like his Yeezys right now is what's keeping him afloat. If it wasn't for the Yeezys, Kanye would be in dire straits right now. Because musically, he's not making a lot of money. Now, the tour, he's going to make a lot of money off of. But the actual album didn't produce what it should have. Pablo's one of the best albums he put out in a long time. Definitely was better than Yeezus. I think he dropped Yeezus just so people could say, oh my God, this is terrible. So that he could come out and put something like this out. So people will be, thank you, God. Get that Yeezus sound out of my head. But that's the creative move. There's people I know that love that Yeezus album. And I don't even understand it. But that's part of creativity. You don't have albums that sound the same. Kanye followed the same pattern for basically his first 3 albums. Then said, you know what? I graduated. Now I'm finna go ahead and make something entirely different. Then came like the Kid Cudi sounds for the 808s and heartbreaks and all those different My Dark Twisted Fantasy, and these was in whole different realms. Like, where is he going with this music? Is what he felt like making. But when he came up with Run This Town and all these other songs that he produced for Jay, he was executive producer. Jay took him under the wing and said, I'm going to let you QB this and not Just Blaze. Just Blaze is out of there. And they brought in Timbaland, and then Boy Wonder came along. All these different producers, most of these producers that came up off of Kanye West's creativity. Like he said, name one genius that wasn't crazy. So if Kanye is crazy, he's crazy in a good way. But he turned down multi-millions of dollars to go to TIDAL and partner with Jay because he felt him and Jay were brothers. But the brother relationship, as you should have learned from Big Brother, this is like Big Brother number 5. It's one-sided. Jay look at this as a business. Like, we're not brothers. We're not friends. We never been. I look at this as you're a great financial investment. You keep coming up with stuff, but Jay is making the money. You're creating debt. You got good debt and bad debt. Kanye lost tens of millions of dollars trying to push fashion and clothes over in Paris, over in the UK markets. He's over there trying to battle with the giants as an independent. That's just wasteful money. Jay would have never taken nothing like that because that's a poor investment. Every financial advisor would have told Jay no. Jay wouldn't even batted an eye and saying no. Jay had those advisors to tell him no. He fired them. He wanted to hire somebody to tell him yes. We can take on the giants. We can change the world. So Kanye squandered his millions on his creativity and his lust for music. Like, there's times you're not gonna even know about that Complex is never gonna bring up. But there almost was no Jesus walks or nothing. There'd have been Kanye walk to the bus without his music equipment. If it wasn't for one dude to come out with a pistol, pulled it out, and Kanye was shaking like a crap game, like it was the first time he ever seen one. He was under a false sense of security because he was in downtown Chicago. And this is back before he was known. He was trying to battle rap people, and he kept coming after one of these dudes, and that's what happens. If it wasn't for those guys, though, he ended up becoming cool with them, and they were able to protect him when dudes was finna take all his music equipment. See, you gotta know what you're doing when you're doing it. You just can't go up and I'm a battle rap him. That's not necessarily the move. You know what I'm saying? You don't know who these people are really and what you doing. You gotta understand that, and he didn't really understand it. He just thought, I'm downtown, I'm cool, and if it wasn't for them, he'd been in a lot of trouble. Complex don't know these things. They don't know it was dudes trying to hurt him because they said he stole their music, and they were slinging chairs at him when he came into town at an event over there by the plaza. They don't remember these things. They don't remember when he was linked up with the Manor, basically for protection So when he go to these places, he'll be straight. And how he was a go-getter and, linked up with them. And he tried to help everybody and tried to show them love every time he saw them. He was nervous because he thought, like, man, are they coming to get me? What's going to happen to me? So, they don't know these stories. They don't know these things. But yet, y'all want to run to them. And don't bat an eye. Don't question nothing from them. Yeah, it's crazy. They don't break no stories, but yeah, let's follow them. Yeah, I'm mad.